Cool. Let's begin. It's been a while since I left this off. Guess we returned all the totems to the people. But we still have to stop the leader lady. Picking up the torch. Raal Majun has new tidings about an old adversary. Raal Majun. Evray, so good to see you. I was hoping you would pay us a visit. The Landsguard received word from the various nations you visited in your search for the treasures and requested that we inform you of the latest tidings. They also send their earnest gratitude for your efforts. It seems each of the 5 criminals have been brought into custody, although some have had to be tracked down after you trounced them. They now await the judgment of the governments they wronged. I thought all was well, until I overheard some customers saying that the Passage of the Unbound had new leaders. The shop was so busy I couldn't find a chance to speak with them before they left, but I felt compelled to report what I heard to the Landsguard. Brook-Evu. It was a sobering reminder that as long as their leader, Apyahi, is free, she can rebuild and scheme again. You must have learned about the organization's workings during your search. Do you remember anything that might help us find out what she's up to? Each of her leaders was carefully selected from different regions. Apyahi orchestrated everything for some greater purpose. Their funds were coming from Virazan. Who's that? I don't remember who that is. Honestly, it was all a haze. Let's just go with honestly, it was all a haze. They can fill in the blanks for me. Raal Majun. That's too bad. Luckily, the Landsguard managed to dig up information. One of those apprehended said the Passage of the Unbound received their funds from a shady mercantile outfit located in Ul'dah. Brook-Evu. If Apyahi still has monetary means, it wouldn't take much to recruit new leaders for new schemes. Evil deeds come all too cheap. Majun, I have an idea. If Apyahi really is recruiting new members, we could feign interest in her cause to get close to her. Brook-Evu, you might be onto something. We even know a man she's never had the pleasure of meeting. Evray. I know we're asking a lot from you, but any information you extract from Apyahi and her new cohorts could prevent further incidents. What do you say? I can do that. Desperate times, I suppose. Let's go with desperate times, I suppose. Yeah, I should have signed that as Discord. Raal Majun. We're very grateful. A small warning, however. We know 5 treasures were stolen, but there could be more. Whatever you do, don't treat Abyahi lightly. I suggest finding out what power she has at her disposal and what her goals are before making your move. Brukavu. Which reminds me, those you aided are most eager to see Abyahi apprehended. We'll tell them you're hot on her tail. Ralmajun. For now, why don't you travel to Ul'dah and ask around? Perhaps our quarry has already tried to recruit the disillusioned into her ranks. Such an NPC. Walks back over. Brukavu. I know you're a busy man. Rest assured, once this passage of the Unbound business is dealt with, there will be a full plate of my finest tacos with your name on them. He said that earlier. Amajun. Oh. Welcome. I know you may have reservations about our plan to infiltrate the passage of the Unbound, but I promise you, your actions could save countless lives. I don't think any of that will be new, so... Ul'dah. Alright. Oops. Sibold. Villains who wish to topple the nations of the world? I'm afraid I haven't heard of such a group, but there are no shortage of complaints about the Sultanate. Most common are gripes about market fees. To hear the merchants tell it, every one of them is a single bad bargain away from an empty coin purse. I can't say they'd go so far as treason, though. If such an organization does exist, then their leader must bear a deep grudge indeed. Perturbed woman. I don't know the name Abyahi, but I do know of a strange man. Each day he stands aloof, staring at passers-by with these dead eyes. Last I saw him, he was near the market board. Oh, it makes my stomach churn just to imagine he might still be there. I'm sure he's still at the market boards now, scaring people away with that unsettling gaze. I don't see anybody. It's our poor friends. Landbirds. Shifty-eyed blokes. More shifty than usual, you mean? Well, just so happens a strange man tried to strike up a conversation with me not too long ago. Said he liked how eagerly I gave those bastards in the brass blades a piece of my mind. He invited me to a gathering of people who sought true freedom, as he put it. I didn't like the smell of it, hence you find me here. It seems a suspicious man has been recruiting disgruntled citizens for unknown purposes. Perhaps you can get his attention by showing how angry you are near the market boards. And birds. All it took was a bit of complaining to catch the interest of that odd man. And while I appreciate a sympathetic ear, something about him made me certain I'd regret going to this gathering of his. Aren't you a wise one? Show everyone at the marketplace how angry you are. Better turn this off. Wow, what are these prices? Suspicious man. You there? Mind letting me bend your ear? I sense in you a kindred spirit. One who's tired of being trampled on by the high and mighty. I think there's a place for you in our organization. The Passage of the Unbound. You might have heard tell of mysterious artifacts being used to incite unrest across the world. That was our doing. The oppressed finally striking back at the oppressors to win back the freedom they took from us. But we mean to aim even higher. And for that, we need more good men and women to lead us. Men like you. Down with the oppressors. As long as I get my own artifact, I'm in. Yeah. Let's play it greedy. It'll be less sus. Suspicious man. Heh. I like your gusto. Mayhap you have what it takes. Mayhap you don't. Either way, you'll have to pass the audition first. You want a seat at the table? Prove you're worth our while. One of our own is standing by at the Gold Court. Show him this handbill, and he'll lead you to where you need to go. Very good. Gold Court. Alright, I guess I'll run there. Unbound agent. What do you want? Audition handbill. A handbill written in a simple font which reads, "Are you frustrated with your lots in life? Tired of feeling the boot ever on your neck? Then join us and win back your freedom. We invite both seasoned villains and fledgling reprobates to attend our audition." Unbound agent. So you wish to lead others upon the passage, eh? You're welcome to try. But fair warning, this may be the hardest trial you've ever had to endure. Are your loins properly girded? That enthusiasm will take you far. Now then, follow me. The audition will be held in this room. Even those with the blackest hearts have balked at what we put our potential leaders through. So, I'll be listening to your progress with great interest. Gruff voice. Enter. Can you hear it? The cry of a child too young to know fear. Can you see it? A blackbird in flight, its wings staining the azure skies. Can you feel it? The shape of the world as it should be, molded by hands free of fetters. The passage to a new morrow lies before you, the passage of the unbound. And with that, let us begin the audition for our new round of leaders. May the selection committee please take their seats. Why is the Lalafell holding food? Nom, nom, nom. Ooh. Irksome judge. You look disappointed somehow. I understand. You expected to meet our founder. My apologies, but you'll need to prove yourself ere you are granted such an audience. Now, tell us your name. Say your true name. Refuse to answer. Kind of curious to see what happens if I refuse. I'm sure they'll get it out of me if they really need it anyway. Refuse to answer. I'm a mute. Irksome judge. Well done. The passage of the unbound works in the shadows, and our true names must remain hidden until their revelation can have the most dramatic impact. On to the next question. Why do you wish to join us? I want to change the world. I was impressed by your previous leaders. My friend joined up, so I thought, why not? I'm not a sheep. Impressed by your previous leaders. Oh, the guys that I took out. This sounds the most correct, but it also sounds a bit put on, a bit fake. I want to change the world. Profist. Irksome judge. If you truly desired that, you would have done something noteworthy by now. We would be ill-advised to recommend a novice for a position of leadership. Loutish judge. Enough about your ambitions. What can you do? I can take on anyone, or anything, in a fight. No one can craft and gather like me. I am a devil at Doman Mahjong. Let's go with the fight. Now this judge. Anyone can fight. You do know we're trying to topple nations here, don't you? We don't need someone with muscles. We need someone who can grasp the reins of leadership and lead us to victory. Gluttonous judge. That's enough questions for now, methinks. Let's see if this one has the guts to stand against an entire nation. This traitorous cur sold us out to our enemies. Chop off his head for us, will you? Hell yeah. Oh? What's wrong? Having second thoughts? Take the weapon in hand. Refuse the order. I'm a leader, I do what I want. Fuck your order. Get refused. Gluttonous judge. So you saw through our little ruse. How insightful. You played the traitor most convincingly, my boy. And now you may leave. Let's see. Oh yes, your final task. Strike a pose that captures your essence. Go. Capture your beauty. Capture your strength. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Ha, my beauty. My strength. My essence. Let's go with strength. It's the manly thing to do. Huh. That's right. Whoa. Oh my. Such confidence. Such grace. They quite literally emanate from you. Ching. Irksome judge. I believe we are ready to make our decision. You truly are singular among the other applicants. We can confidently say you've passed the first audition. Even hard-boiled, shorty fight nearly cracked under the pressure of our inquiries, but you remain composed throughout. Congratulations on your impressive feat. Who the hell is Shoutifite? I'll have to look him up. Congratulations on your impressive feat. Thanks. Our agent awaits without to guide you on to the next step. Ooh, what a transition. Hey, I'm still here. Interesting. All of the Unbound. Irksome judge. If you feel you've pulled the wool over our eyes, good. That just shows your capacity for villainy. Be proud of it. Loutish judge. I can see in your eyes that you've been through more than I can imagine. Hold on to your anger and use it to bring the tyrannical rulers down to earth. Gluttonous judge. Quite the selection of candidates this time. Yeah. A. Wow, what a glutton. Holy moly. Ooh, chocolate chip cookies. Bread. Ramen? Hey, donuts? More bread? Was that like a sundae? Lamb chops. Chips. Curry. Make me hungry. Once you leave the Hall of the Unbound, you will be unable to return. Ooh. Cool. Wonder if I can get this later. Interesting chairs. Unbound agent. You thought we'd welcome you into the fold after a single edition? I'll have you know our standards are higher than that. By the way, if you had failed back there, I'd be guiding you to combat training right now. You can never have too much fodder for the cause, after all. Not many have been where you're going. But don't celebrate just yet. The hardest part is still to come. Let me see if I can find out who the hell this guy is. Ah, that guy. Alright, yeah, so he was one of the leaders. Previous leaders. Which was kind of what I was guessing, if nothing else, because I can't remember anybody else. He was the one for, ranged? Physical? Range phys? Physical range DPS, yeah. The antagonist. Cool. Ooh. Imposing views. The Unbound Agent is ready to share your next destination. Unbound Agent, you must endure our final test. And seeing as how important it is, our founder will be conducting it herself. She was here a moment ago, but something compelled her to leave for the Sagoli Desert. Always has she followed the slightest whim. Show some initiative, and find her among those massive dunes. Don't be intimidated. If you're truly meant to lead us, fate arranged this meeting long ago. I don't know why she went to the Sagoli Desert, but such is the way with her. If you are to undertake the test, you must seek her out. Alright. Oopsie. Nice minion. Whoa, imagine running up that. Gonna be hard. Hey, wait up. Damn. Stop. Yeah, he said that. Shake. Spin. Ooh, I haven't noticed they had those tiny legs. Now come. Good boy. Good boy. It works as well as I remembered. No beast is too great for the artifact's influence. What are you doing here? Do you fancy strolls amongst nondescript sand dunes? Or is this not a chance encounter? Is that so? My underlings see potential in you. Ah. Well then, let us proceed straight to introductions. Remember my name, the architect of the passage. Apyahi. Nice pose. Yeah, damn. Little revealing. If you wish to be one of my chosen leaders, there is but one requirement. Boundless charisma. Extraordinary strength and unparalleled intellect mean nothing if you lack charm. No one will follow a bore. Yet, when spoken with the right tenor, even wicked words can resonate with small folk and rouse them to action. They'll gladly throw themselves into the thick of battle for a cause they believe in. Our cause. I did well in forming my first cadre of leaders. Is that how you say that word? I can't remember. Cadre. Yeah. Their absolute devotion to indulging their own desires moved even me to tears. For all their faults, I still wholeheartedly believe they are worthy of wielding the artifacts. Make me believe the same about you, and I shall gladly take you under my wing. Weird. These cutscenes are always so awkward when you have the helmet on. It's great. Abiyahi. Well, now's your chance to impress me. Tell me, what do you wish to gain by overthrowing the nations of the world? Power, fame, wealth, ... Wealth is nice. So is power. Fame, meh. ... I mean, ... is pretty good. Let's go with power. Power. Abiyahi, power is the one thing you do not seem to lack. Even so, your ambition drives you to ever greater heights. Such a trait is crucial for one who would embrace wickedness. As for me, I only want one thing: freedom. My village prospered amid nature unrestrained, while those in it were bound by the rules of society. Our roles were determined at birth. Some would hunt, some would weave, but none were allowed to follow their hearts. Obedience meant a life without hardship, yes, but I couldn't suffer the tasks I was burdened with. So, in defiance of those stifling customs, I went into the forest to hunt, and returned to my village with a prey mightier than any that had been caught before. For this I was rewarded with exile. Yet my banishment was a blessing in disguise, for it helped me realize I could survive, I could thrive, unbound by rules. I also understood that many like-minded souls yet suffered under the subjugation of state. I resolved to become an example they could follow, to build the passage that would guide them to freedom. But enough about myself. There's something I wish to see. Follow me, but be wary of the beasts that infest these sands. Hi. Hello. Yahi, as I said, beasts abound in these parts. I could kill them myself, but this presents an opportunity. Let us commence the practical exam. Defeat these creatures by whatever means are at your disposal. Oh. Alright, let's AoE. Huh? Yahi. That was a fine show of strength. Fine enough to impress the meek into following you, I dare say. Very good. Now, follow me. We are not far now. Abiyahi, here we are. I've heard the stars are breathtaking from this vantage. In Ul'dah, they would charge you to view the sky from a place like this, as if there weren't enough hands grasping at our coin purses. Let us wait a while and see if the stories are true. Wow. Uwu. Romantic. Indeed, it is every bit as beautiful as they say. It was a worthwhile trek, wouldn't you agree? The light from those stars traveled all the way from the edge of the firmament, obstructed by nothing on its journey. Free. I believe people have the same capacity. Each of us a star unto ourselves, the light of our lives illuminating the furthest reaches of the heavens. Yee. Ah, yes. You've passed, by the way. I knew I wanted you with me soon after our first meeting. Friends and allies gravitate toward you, don't they? I can tell. And so, to honor your induction into my inner circle, I shall award you with an artifact of power unequaled. Is what I would like to say. Unfortunately, my stock of magical objects has been much depleted as of late. Are you truly so crestfallen? I suppose I cannot fault you for staying true to your ambitions. The artifacts wielded by the previous I'm gonna look it up. It's bothering me. I forget what this word, how it's pronounced. Kada. A small group of people, specially trained for a particular purpose or profession. The artifacts wielded by the previous Kader were purloined from across the continent of Tural, where they were enshrined as objects of great power. Alas, we had greater need of them. Mine, however, came into my possession long before that. After I was exiled, I traveled the world to seek a place that was truly free. Disillusioned by every nation I set foot in, I eventually crossed the ocean to Tural. In the remote outskirts of Jacques Tural, I came across ancient and forgotten ruins, and within I encountered the spirit of a Yokhui who called himself the Wise One. I asked the Wise One where I might find freedom, and he told me this story. Dramatically wise voice. When I yet lived, my people ventured into Jacques Tural. But before we could settle here, a terrible sickness struck, and one by one, many lost their lives. I sought a way to conquer this affliction, crafting an instrument that could harness the power of mighty beasts. Thus was the first treasure created. Alas, I was too late to save my brethren. Yet I knew I could save others from our fate. And so I traveled across the land, bestowing the treasures upon struggling tribes. Ham-fistedly heroic voice. I wish to create a place where people bereft of a home can live as they wish. Such a treasure could help me realize this dream. Dramatically wise voice. Your conviction is plain to see. It is true. 5 treasures have I bequeathed, but there is one which remains sealed away. Its power is far too dangerous. Ham-fistedly heroic voice. My conviction means I can wield it responsibly. I beg you, bestow the treasure upon me. Apiahi. My words must have swayed him, because the spirit's final act was to honor me with the relic before disappearing. I will use the power entrusted to me to shatter the rules that stifle us. That is why I created the Passage of the Unbound. And now you are one of its leaders. Stand by my side, and together we shall release the people of the world from their chains. Jojo! I did not initially intend to spend so much time in these wastes. Ah, do ensure you master that pose I showed you. Although I've only recently invented it, I expect every member to be capable of striking it at a moment's notice. With that, I cordially welcome you to the Passage of the Unbound. Cool. Pose of the Unbound. You have learned the emote Pose of the Unbound. Yay! Cool. Wait, where's Play Dead? There. Alright. Oh, cool. I can just move them. Cool. Good. Whoa. It's so cringe. I love it. Unbound. You strike a decidedly liberated pose. Fog. Oh, I wish it stayed like this. Enforcing freedom. You can sense a plot forming behind Apiali's mischievous eyes. Apiahi. Now that the night sky has energized us, it is time to take action. Our goal is no less than to see every nation of the world crumble. Yet we must start somewhere. I was struck by how much had changed during my most recent visit to Tural, when I gathered the first group of my chosen leaders. At the time I encountered the Wise One, no ruler had united the continent and under one banner. Uncertainty was in the air, but so was the sense of freedom. I had never seen a place quite like it. So much did it intrigue me, in fact, that I adopted a Shatona name for myself. Yet now that same freedom that I found so appealing is bound by the restrictions of state. And each day that passes, those binds grow tighter. That is why our first course of action shall be to return to Tural what it once was. No, shall be to return to Tural. That is why our first course of action shall be to return Tural to what it once was, to liberate it from the tyranny of Tuliyola. While my previous leaders were avatars of self-indulgence, they never quite grasped the concept of overthrowing a nation. It falls to us to set a precedent for future leaders to follow. Go to Tural and get the lay of the land. Venture to Husatawi in Shaloni and rendezvous with my enforcers at the local tavern. You may await further orders there. Damn. Biahi's scheme has been laid bare. You should bring this information to Ral Majun in Tuliolal. Okay. Ramaju. Evray, you are returned. Were you able to track down Apiahi? I see. Her methods for testing the mettle of her would-be leaders are as unique as the candidates themselves. Yet learning that her next target is Tuliolal only makes this sinking feeling in my stomach worse. This revelation doesn't come as a complete surprise, you see. We've heard whispers of a plot against the city and have been aiding the Landsguard with investigating leads. Brukavu, while you were abroad, some familiar faces showed up to lend a hand. Oh, speak of the Vidral. Oh, it's my friends. The keepers of the artifacts. Hey, I remember you. You were a fraud. You just needed glasses to see properly. Yeah. Do I remember you? Can't remember her. Not distinct enough. You were the paladin lady. Ah, they're all kind of forgettable. I remember her glasses though. Oh yeah, she was in love with that guy. Wait, I think it was her. Anyway. Tentoawa. Wait, who's that? This one? I think that's this guy. Or maybe her. I didn't see who spoke. Tentoawa. Actually, you know what? Tentoawa. Let's Google it. That way I know who's speaking to me. Yeah, it's him. It's the blue-maged looking dude. When Brukavu sent word you meant to pursue Apyahi, we were eager to join the hunt. Yet right as we were arranging a ship to cross the ocean, we spied a suspicious group disembarking at the port, and decided we might better aid you by tracking their movements. Oshkana. They claimed to be looking for work and obtained permission to travel to Shaloni. Yet upon arriving, they went to work of a different sort, asking anyone they could find about Tuliolal and the inner workings of its government and defenses. Subtle. Tepeke. When not bothering the people of Shaloni, they loaf about in Husatawi. The master of the tavern there said the group spend long hours talking to other patrons, rarely ordering a thing, and going on about some plan. Brukavu. Clearly, they are the enforcers Apyahi mentioned. We need to find out what they're planning and how Apyahi's treasure fits into the picture. Then we can figure out how to stop them. See Tulja. Let's split up. These enforcers are as talkative as they seem. I'm sure it won't be hard to eavesdrop. Kuiki. Let me help too. I have an idea that might make things easier. But it requires every to aid us. I hope you can oblige. For you, sure. Tentoawa. Then it's settled. Loshkana, Tepeke, and I will work to uncover the nature of Apyahi's treasure. Majun. These link pearls should make it easier to communicate. I bought them from a foreign sailor. I knew they'd come in handy sooner rather than later. Yes, very convenient. Tentoawa. Alright, once we've discovered something, we'll meet you at the Aetheryte Plaza in Husatawi. Quickie. Now then, follow me and I'll tell you about this idea of mine. Yay. Seatulja. What clever plan does she have in store? Quickie. I have something that will make our job a lot easier. The Dreamweave cocoon. The village elder understood how much it means to me to bring the unbound to justice for their crimes, and entrusted me to do so once and for all. You've met this Apyahi in the flesh, yes? That means you can use the cocoon to imitate her. Cetalja. It can do that? Why, I was ready to use stealth and deception, but this will make getting the information we need much easier. Quick. My thinking exactly, but it will be all for nothing if Apyahi reaches them before we do. So let's make our way to Hisatawi at once. There it is. Samurai. Cetalja, you probably don't even need the treasure to fool Apyahi's underling. I've seen firsthand how skilled you are at the art of disguise. Wiki. I took a peek inside and saw a few rough-looking types who didn't sound too rawly gathered. Huh? Oh, I took a peek inside and saw a few rough-looking types who didn't sound too rawly gathered around one of the tables. Doubtless they are our targets. There's no one fitting Apyahi's description, so she probably hasn't arrived yet. This is our chance. Cetalja. We can hear everything from out here, so we'll keep watch in case Apyahi makes an appearance. If she does, we'll call you on Link Pearl. Wiki. Alright, Ebre. Take the Dreamweave cocoon in hand, and in your mind's eye envision that wicked woman. She's so pretty. You will be transfigured into Apyahi. You must remain transfigured in order to progress with quest objectives. Yay! Look at me. Hell yeah. Oh, let me do the pose. Shisha! Wow. Cetalja, we'll stand lookout here so you can focus on doing your best impression of a villain. Nice running animation. Walking animation. I like it. Damn. Hell yeah. Hello, gentlemen. Unbound Enforcer. Oh, boss. Wait, you told us not to trust anyone, even yourself. If you are who I think you are, then do the pose. We've all got sore arms from practicing it so much. You are who I think you are, then do the pose. We've all got sore arms from practicing it so much. Alright, here goes. Yeah, you ready? Yeah. Unbound Enforcer. No one but you could strike a pose half as inspiring. We've been waiting, boss. Yes, tell me. Tell me everything. Those heels. Gormless thug. Now that you're here, that means it's time to mobilize, right? Have you done what I asked? You remember what the plan is, right? Let's go with have you done what I asked? Gormless thug. I think we have it memorized. Still, It couldn't hurt to review what you told us. We'll launch our attack from the gates of Tuliolal. Unbounded Forcer. Cerulean barrels will blow it to bits in a fantastic explosion. Graceless though, and Elaret's concoction will give us the strength to crush the Lance Guard like ants. Seedlejar. A simple plan for simple villains, don't you think? Keep pressing them for information, Every. And what is my role in the attack? And how will my artifact aid you? Let's go with the first. Nice armpit. Maui, what'll you be having? Your finest libations to lift our spirits. Excuse me, we're in the middle of something. I mean, they're already pretty wasted. But gotta be charming. Gormless Thug. What? You're actually ordering something? You told us the free don't have to spend coin just to sit at a table. Uh-oh. Quickie. Every. We see the real Apiahi approaching. Oh no. Quickie. We have to buy time. Seedlejar. Keep the henchmen talking. Knew I shouldn't have ordered that damn drink. Those drinks. Quickie. You there. Excuse me. I wouldn't go in here. The drinks are more water than spirit. Apiahi. Is that so? Well, good thing I'm not thirsty. Seedlejar. No, the food. There's no food either. They've sold every last dish. Apiahi. What? And they have the gall to remain open? Greed run amok, indeed. Luckily, I wasn't planning on ordering anything. I'd rather die than become a paying customer. Wiki Seedlejar. Have you no shame? Blah 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 blah. Gormless Thug. There was something else. I didn't think there was. Graceless Thug. You were supposed to shore up our numbers, right? You said that artifact of yours would give us an army. Well, did it? Seedlejar. Evray, get out of there. She's coming in. Uh-oh. Just jump down the... Okay. Quick, take the disguise off. Oh, hell yeah, smooth. Apiahi. Oh, you're already here. You move quickly. Well, that means we can get started all the sooner. Once Tuliyollal succumbs to our wrath, together we shall celebrate the return of true liberty to Tural. Now, see to your preparations, and then join us upstairs. We strike when I give the order. Obviously, I gotta go up there. Biahi. I had preparations of my own to make on the way here, hence my delay. Return here when you've seen to yours. Unbounded Enforcer. You're our new leader? Mustn't have been easy to pass Biahi's test. If you have her respect, you have ours. Lol. I care not for your respect. Heathen. Quick key. She's even more devious than I imagined. I can scarcely wait to see her in shackles. But I know a hasty misstep can quickly lead to ruin. Sitoja. That was close. I don't know what would have happened if we were found out. Couldn't hear what you were saying while we were trying to distract the Biahi. Did you get anything we can use? Great. Tento Awa and the others have just arrived themselves. Let's go meet them. Wait, let me see if she says anything different. Probably not, but... yeah, I didn't think so. Quickie. The cocoon is safe with me. Sitoja. I wonder how their search went. Tepeke. I heard you transformed into Biahi herself. The varied powers of the treasures never cease to amaze. Oshkana. While we are somewhat unfamiliar with the world outside Shaktural, we were able to gather some information which should be of use. Sentual. I heard you ran into a Biahi at the tavern. Tell us everything that happened. Oh wait, this is the guy that had someone in love with him. Not her. I see. Her plan is to strike at Tuliyollal from the Shaloni side. Then we can focus our defenses here. There. Her plan is to strike at Tuliyollal from the Shaloni side, then we can focus our defenses there. Lashkana. You said her minions spoke of an army being summoned by her treasure? That matches with a story we heard. It was told to us by one of the Vipers. We hoped their expertise in tracking deadly beasts, such as the Tural Vidral, the very source of our treasure's powers, might provide insight on the capabilities of hers. Apparently, they received reports that creatures across Tural were falling under the thrall of a Shatona woman. Even the most feral of beasts obeyed her like a docile lamb. I saw a Biahi command a massive worm. The treasure must give her that power. No fucking shit. Noshkana. Well, We now know what our enemy is capable of. Speke. I've heard that some animals hunt by hypnotizing their prey with sound, smell, or even magical energy. Perhaps the Tural Vidral, whose essence lies in her treasure, was one of those, but it's difficult to say which. Situlja, even so, we know Abyahi's plan and the threat we face. We can prepare for whatever she might throw at us. Tensuawa. We'll cut off her advance at Zorgor the Boundless. It'll take everything we have to drive her back, but if we fight as one, neither her nor her beasts will take a single step into Tuliyollal. I'll stay here for a while and keep an eye on things. If Abyahi makes a move, I'll contact you at once. Can you tell Raal Majun what we've learned? Man, we really gotta. What a boring step. Ugh. Blow kiss. Mwah. Nice shoes. Raal Majun. She's bringing an army of beasts to our doors. There's so little time to prepare. And if the treasure can bend ferocious beasts to its will, we must consider the possibility it can be used on people too. I'll bring this information to the Landsguard at once, that they may begin readying, what the fuck? Readying, just made a new word up. That they may begin readying the city's defenses. I know neither you nor they will let a single citizen come to harm. This is it, Evre. With any luck, Abyahi and her cronies will soon be languishing in cells. Oh, good. Aww. When she said this is it, I thought it might just be a cutscene or something, and to finish it off, would have been nice. Nah, this has to be the last one. Bar of the passage. Right, Balsa. Raal Majun has a nervous look in her eyes. You said Tentuawa was keeping watch in Husatawi, right? I suppose no news is good news. Hello? Tentuawa. Abyahi and her minions are preparing to depart. It's time, everyone. We make our stand before the gates of Tuliyollal. Raal Majun. And here I was hoping that Abyahi would turn herself in. Well, I suppose she'll just have to be brought in by force. She might have that treasure, but she doesn't have our allies, and she certainly doesn't have you. Today we stop the Unbound, and tomorrow we'll welcome a dawn in Tuliyollal free of their shadow. But I like her organization's aim. Freedom from the government. Yes, I like it. Okay. What's faster? Yeah, this is probably faster. Wait, I'm gonna climb back up. Might have been faster to just teleport. And then fly. Master Ornstein. Tentuawa. I saw the Unbound leave Husatawi. They should be here any moment. Seafulja. I can't fight, but I have medicine at the ready. I'll help however I can. Tepeke. If our guess about the treasure's power is correct, this will not be an easy fight. Quickie. My bow will aim true, I promise. I believe. Were you the one for the healing quest? No, it was her. Oshkana. What the hell was yours? Didn't you have someone else with you? Yeah. I don't think this was this was the person that stayed behind. Then I went and met someone else. Can't recall who. Oh well. Oshkana. Although the circumstances that brought us together were less than fortunate, I am confident that in the end we'll be stronger for them. We won't allow the passage of the Unbound to wreak havoc on Tuliolal. Today, Abyahi and her ilk answer for their crimes. Let's do it. Lushkana. They're here. Oh no. Tentalawa. We knew you were coming, Abyahi. You and your gang of thugs won't be going any further. Abyahi. So, you've chosen to join the other sheep, have you? How disappointing. I offered you so much more than the life of a lapdog. Villains like you don't deserve freedom. I never intended to fight by your side. Damn. Twist the knife. Villains like you don't deserve freedom. I mean, I haven't seen her do anything wrong so far, right? I mean, besides hiring all the other guys that did the wrongdoing. Yeah. Let's twist the knife. I never intended to fight by your side. It was all a ruse. Abyahi. Of course you would say that. You are Eorzea's savior, after all. You knew? I knew it from the moment I saw you. And I suppose now you're asking yourself why I was so forthcoming with my plans. I wanted you to see what we fight for, to realize the beauty of true freedom, and devote yourself to the pursuit of it as our ally. Alas. Tepeke, your allies only follow you because the treasure has them in its thrall. No one would willingly follow such a reckless leader. False. Abyahi. Interesting. You think I have the power to command others against their will? Tepeke, well, don't you? Abyahi. Oh, you are far more foolish than I believed. I would never rob anyone of their freedom. Quickie, she's gone. Whoa, she's a harpy? Oh, he's just writing. Abyahi, not gone. Here. Fire! Look, beasts approach from the Tuliulan side, said the Landsguard sentry. Seedleja. But how? Sentawala. We committed too heavily to this side, and now she strikes at our blind spot. We must open the gate. Hell yeah. Yahi, the path to a new tomorrow lies ever before us. We need only be brave enough to walk it. Whee! That's a rare mount. Valiant Landsguard, leave this lot to us. You tend to the others. Aye. Little guy. Valiant bunch. We had to take care of these beasts before going after Yahi. Over here, Ebre. Yeah. No, don't fall off. No, I lost it. As I feared, my creatures cannot live up to the real thing. How about this? Ooh. That's the creature Yahi was riding. So observant. Whoa. Lobotomize. I'm missing a single blow. No, I think not. Don't worry, I fainted. Ooh, wrecked. Attacking from above. Devious. Leave this guy to me. The rest of you focus on the big one. Oh, damn. See that shit? You saved my hide. Quick key. That's cool. Tenacious lot, aren't you? Well, I suppose I wouldn't want you to fall too quickly. Bruh. Alrighty. There's so many, but we will persevere. Yeah, we will. I can smother them in flames, lend me your protection. Alright. Wait, how are you doing flames? You're a melee. Say what? Ooh. Gimme. Wait, what? Gimme. Bruh. No. Hey man. Stupid tether. Wow. Pants. My poor pitiful pets. So can't rely on numbers alone. Keep them distracted, my darlings. We'll be fine. Go after up Yahi. Alright. See you guys. Ah, Cedar Jar. 10 to Alwa needs help. I might be in trouble. Yeah, you got a lot. Something's a little different this time. Behold the fruits of my travels across Tural. Who said that? Yahi. Thanks for the help. Now catch Yahi. The Wide Heart. Weird. Don't think you've won yet. You're strong to be sure, but so is this. Man, I've killed like 100 of these guys. Don't hold back, my medicine will keep you upright. Viagra. Aw, man. That's still a big hit. Come on, man. Bitch. Get behind him. Okay. You can do it, man. Ooh. Dirty slash. Heal him, you fool. What kind of a healer are you? You survived that? Ooh, nice heals. You bug squirm before I die. This time I'll finish things. Who are you calling a bug? I admit I may have underestimated you a lot. And while defeating you would be quite the feather in my cap, the gates of Tuliolol are a much easier target. Wait. Curses, she's making a run for it. Follow her, Evray. Yeah. Tired of being a lapdog. I wanna join a Biahi. Anything that would obstruct the free world I aim to create will be destroyed. Oh. Hold it right there, pretty lady. Abiyahi, must you insist on being a thorn in my side? Very well. Then I shall plant the banner of evil upon the corpse of Eorzea's hero, and the meek shall flock to me. Make my fervent desire manifest. Grant me the power to seize undying freedom. The Architect, Abiyahi. Whoa, cool flashlight. He's all moldy. Ooh, cool style. Micro tender. Yeah. Go forth, my prickly punisher. Crush those over. Oh. Alright. I'm gonna get hit. I didn't want it to walk forward. Mold spores. Ew. Impressive. I expected no less of you, but this farce ends here. Ooh. Now smash him to a pulp. Filthy shackle. I don't think so. So you find comfort and fellowship. At least this will save me the trouble of killing you one by one. At your moment, my pointy pugilist. Huh? Who said that? It's getting even stronger. What's going on? Fail the mic tender zone. Okay. I don't want to spend my burst on it. Should I? Nah, it's going down fast enough. What? How can you stand before the treasure's might? What are you? Such power. Power that would be welcome within the passage of the man. Hey man. The hell? What are all these potions? Oh, look at her pose. Quick, kill him. Oh man. I should have killed him. Die, 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 die. Yay. What are you doing out there, little Gel? I'm not finished yet. I can replenish my ranks. Sure you can. Whoa, nice shot. Be free. No. Her only friend. Abyahi. It seems I must admit defeat. Admit defeat. Yet know this. I do not believe the ideals for which I fought were misguided. Same. Think back upon the leaders who came before you. Those 5 self-serving souls who dared to live as they pleased. Haha. This fucking guy. Hated that guy. Each one the perfect image of liberty. Yet ultimate perfection cannot be achieved without ultimate power. Hey, what's this bird? See a bird. That is why we fought. Why we became villains. To tear down the world's nations and their stifling rules, so that the voiceless many may speak again. Topeke, what made you feel this way? Ugh. Yahi, Evre has told you already, surely. Yet the exile that emboldened my hatred of meaningless restrictions also led to my awakening. I couldn't have known true freedom without it. And as I traveled the world, I noticed the same thing everywhere I went, that the many were bound by the few. In Gridania, citizens are discouraged from joining hands with their neighbors. In Ulda, merchants craft laws to exert their control over others. Even in Limsa, once lawless pirates are made to bow to the state. Need I say more? The countless Ishgardians who were tricked into sacrificing themselves when the church fanned the flames of war. The people of the East, whose entire lives are determined by outdated customs and mores. I had to go west to find what I sought. Here in Tural, I lived a life unbound. It's a cool shot. Or so I thought. After a terrible tragedy, I was forced to find a new home once again. Sentoawa. Terrible? What happened? Apiai. I can scarcely say it. I was asked to pay for my lodgings. Quickie. Pay? You mean you hadn't been paying all along? Biahi, why should I have to trade coin for a roof over my head? In my village, charging for something so essential was unthinkable. So long as one followed the rules, that is. For the first time since my exile, I questioned my path. And I convinced myself that taking care of my drunken sisters night after night wasn't so bad after all. Oshkana, where did you live again? No, that doesn't matter. Surely, if you can accept trading labor for housing, you can understand the reasons behind trading coin for it. Biahi, no. Money is just another rule that's used to control us. A rule that I won't accept. I was forced to live on the streets. In my tent I plotted. The rebellion would start with me, and end with the authority of every nation in tatters. Yet one day, after long hours of sowing discontent, I returned to find my tent gone. In its place stood a sign that read, "No vagrancy." Sitolja, the last thing you owned was gone in an instant. That can't have been easy. Tensoawa. I can understand your perspective, Apiahi. But a world where everyone did what they pleased would soon fall to chaos. Laws are the only things which keep us from that. And I know firsthand what it's like to be bound by old rules. Rules whose purposes are sometimes baffling. But you don't have to follow them blindly. If you're dissatisfied, you can work to change them. What you speak of, Apiahi, is not freedom. It is self-indulgence. Apiahi, so you're saying, if I change the law, I can do whatever I please. Tensoawa. Not a word got through to her. Talking anymore would just be a waste of breath. It's time to put her in chains. Damn. Landsguard sentry. This is all you're doing, isn't it? It's time you join the rest of your minions. Wow, what's this armor? Looks cool. That healer? Caster, maybe? Oh. Hey, she gets free housing now. Apiahi. I won't resist, but this isn't over. Those who share my vision will hear of this injustice, and they will carry on my legacy. The passage of the unbound shall remain open forevermore. Tensoawa. Freedom that harms others is no freedom at all. Living in a society has its challenges, but it allows us to support each other as a group. Loshkana. I knew anyone who admired Eloret would have twisted morals, but even so, I'm shocked by the depth of Apiahi's depravity. Eloret? Who's that? Sounds like the name of that healer chick with that crazy smile. Eloret. Oh, it is her. The one that had all the crazy stink bombs and stuff. Oh yeah, she was also in the quest with Loshkana. Makes sense. Quickie. Finally, the Unbound are in chains. Do you think Itoka would be proud of us? Of me? Yes. Topeka. Judging by how her force was mostly composed of wild beasts, I take it Apiahi couldn't send many of her henchmen to Tural. Perhaps Virazan's resources have finally run dry. Situlja, your bravery was inspiring, everyone. Apiahi is in the custody of the Landsguard, and her treasure is destroyed. Without their leader and secret weapon, the Unbound may well and truly be finished. We should return to Jibalyev Tie and let Raul Majun know about our victory here. Ral Majun, I heard all about your battle with the Passage of the Unbound. Leave it to you all to not only capture their leader, but do so without anyone in Tuliel while coming to harm. By the way, mages from the Wing of Protection inspected the remains of the beasts you fought. Their discoveries were surprising, to say the least. They weren't actually individual organisms, you see, but a collection of minute fungi that had taken the form of familiar creatures. The mages concluded that the Tural Vidral sealed within the treasure was likely once a fungi itself. This explains the sightings of Apyahi traveling with beasts of all sorts at her beck and call. She built her army by finding the fiercest creatures she could and recreating them with the power of the treasure. But you stood against that army without a shade of fear in your eyes. As a token of gratitude, you're all welcome to tacos on the house whenever you're in town. Speaking of which, I hear Tentoawa and the others will soon be returning to their respective villages. Goodbyes are always bittersweet, but I'm sure they'd love to speak with you one last time. Alrighty. New line. Well, if it isn't my favorite customer, thanks to you, the world is free from the Passage of the Unbound's villainy. If there's anything I can do for you, you need only say the word. We'll read that at the end. See if it's changed. Rukavu, good work on bringing up Yahi to justice. Any food and drink you want is on the house. I want tacos. Quickie. I want to spend some time in Tuliola's markets before I return home. I've been thinking a spare pair of spectacles might be a prudent purchase. Sitolcha. Every time I come to Chevalier of Thier, I'm amazed by all the different kinds of people gathered around its tables. I wish there was a place like this in my village. Becke. It seems my parents fell in love with the tacos here while they awaited my return from Thavnair. I'm sure they'd be happy if I brought some home with me. Oshkana. This short time together with you has reminded me of Visum and Zereg. I wonder how they fare. Perhaps I'll write them a letter and find out. And so Awa. I neglected to mention this earlier, but I was able to convince everyone back home to stop relying on the cradle. My sleepless days are over, but I've been busier than ever. I've looked to Ishgard's Knights for inspiration on how to build solidarity among the villagers. We train together and take turns on watch, among other things. Ozanikwe no longer needs to spend her days abed, and sometimes joins us in our drills. I admit this new life wouldn't be the same without her. A new life for which we both owe you thanks, Sebre. We'll keep striving to follow the example you set for us. During my time in Ishgard, I realized the cuisines of the world are as varied as its people. No doubt the prospect of discovering new delicacies adds excitement to your travels. Oshkana. My people have accepted the fact that we cannot always rely upon the heart's sting, and even now train to build our natural resistance to various toxins. It took some time to figure out the right amounts to use, and I admit there were some close calls. But luckily the heart sting was at our disposal. Yet I believe that our strength lies in our ability to conquer hardship. I hope one day we can trust in our own abilities. That being said, it's been some time since I had a meal that wasn't laced with poison. I had forgotten how delicious food could be. Quick key. The others will be glad to hear how key the Dreamweave cocoon was to our success. And though it seems that Yahi recognized you from the moment you met, it didn't make a difference, did it? It just reaffirms for me that you've more than earned your renown as a hero. I still aspire to become a hunter worthy of Toka's legacy, and I know it will take a lot of time and a lot of hard work. For now, I'll focus on keeping my village safe, but I won't stop there. Keep your ears to the ground, Evray, for someday you might hear tales of Quickie, a hunter true. Yeah, Seetolja. Everyone was so brave. My heart always starts pounding when the fighting begins, but I didn't need to worry. Since I'm here in Tuliolal, I'll visit the market before I return to my village. Oh, I almost forgot. Kakulja sent me a letter. He said the authorities have taken his circumstances into account and decided to be merciful. He'll be released soon. And just as promised, my village will be the first place he visits. Everyone's looking forward to greeting him with open arms. If Kakulja agrees to be our protector, then we can come to Tuliolal more often. Maybe she was the mother that was waiting for her son to send the letter. I can't remember anymore. I don't think so. Anyway, Tepeke. I don't know what the hell she was on about. Can't remember. Tepeke. To think the origin of the treasures lies with the Yokhui. Even with such dominating strength as they possessed, they sought still more when their very survival was at stake. My people were afraid of the apex, and so sealed it away within our treasure. But over time the treasure became as feared as the beast within it, thus we never considered using it as a tool to aid us. I've been training hard, and I hope that someday I can help my people view the treasure from a new perspective. It might take a while, but we'll get there. I'm already stronger than last time we met, right? You don't have to answer. But trust me when I tell you, we won't take the easy road like Virazan. Every bit of progress we'll earn through hard work. I gotta look up Virazan. Ah, that's Virazan. Ah, he was that asshole. The annoying blonde dude that was a mad phony and wore armor and stuff. He lied a lot. Every bit of progress will earn through hard work. On that note, as much as I'd like to stay, I suppose we all have homes waiting for us. Let's say our farewells to Brukavu and Ralmajun. Yeah. Brukavu. I'm glad you got to catch up with everyone. Shall we bring this party to a close then? Yes. Yes, please. Loshkana. Be well, everyone. Tentoawa. I'll bring Lozanikwe next time. I want her to meet the people who helped us. Yeah, man. Should have brought her this time. Quickie. Stop by my village if you're ever in the region. I'll treat you to freshly hunted boar. Yay. Seetolja. Everyone get home safely. We'll meet again soon. Tepeke. I hope I was able to pay back the debt I owe you. If only a little. If you ever need help again, you know how to reach me. So long. Ralmajun. It was a long and trying road, but the treasures are finally back in their rightful places. Brukevu and the passage of the Unbound, with no one to lead their meager numbers, will fade into obscurity. I'm sure we'll hear no more of them again. Ramajun. Here's the piece in Tuliala. Unbound Rogadin. Jesus, man, nice tits. Push. Rules. Basic social considerations. Who needs them? Those pathetic bastards don't even see the yokes around their necks. Unbound Aura. Did you see how nobly Abyahi fought? As long as I can remember that sight, I'll never turn away from the path she showed us. Unbound Lalafell. It's up to us to continue what she started. We don't need those artifacts to bring down nations. We'll find a whole new kind of weapon. Unbound Mikote. The passage of the Unbound shall remain ever open, and will be there to guide others upon it. Ramajun, there are more of you? Criminals. Over here. Get him. Get him, Popo. Unbound Aura. By the gods, run. We can't be, what? Caught here. Come on, man. Whee! Yay. Passage rebound. The hell is this? Icon. Huh. Sweet justice. Tell me about the passage of the Unbound. Landsguard told me why Abyahi founded her villainous organization, and what a story it is. A trivial, ridiculous story. Thankfully, without the treasures to rely upon, the passage of the Unbound has no teeth. No doubt the authorities of nations across the star will root out the remaining members. Though I expect the organization will fade into obscurity soon enough regardless. Or so I had thought, until more leaders gathered in this very place. Fortunately, they were apprehended almost immediately. Never again shall that abominable group trouble us. Never. Let's go with how are things. What the? Ah, Nihongonese. That's interesting. Haven't seen that kind of bug before. Let's translate. Translate. Japanese to English. In addition to the leader, the remaining members of the second batch of executives were also safely arrested. With this, the Gate of Freedom has truly been destroyed, so you can continue your journey in peace. Gate of Freedom, aka the Passage of the Unbound. Gate of Freedom has a better ring to it. Nah, they both suck. Well, that's it. GG. That wraps up another quest line. So long.